My name is Shagun Chand, and my ethnic background explains a lot about who I am and my values that I have developed. I am very passionate about life. I believe we just live once. I currently run the Singapore NRI Buzz, and the newest extension or the newest baby we have in town is the Kitchen Connections. So it's like a full time job now that we have Kitchen Connections, and of course, the buzz is always buzzing. The force that keeps me going. Well, life is composed of all ups and downs, and learning to get through the downs is the key of being successful. Without obstacles and difficulties and struggles and challenges, I think life would be uh, kind of boring, and there wouldn't be much to make sense of it. So I think in a lot of ways it is key above there, and I've had a lot of support with my parents. My father's wisdom has always helped me to see through things, to keep strong, and be more compassionate about what I do and how I do it. But challenges always don't have to be very extreme. They can be very simple things. So the latest thing that I have got into action or got rolling is the Kitchen Connections, and it's been fabulous because I've met some outstanding people during this whole journey. Kitchen Connections is actually a year old, a year and a half old, and it taught us a lot of things. It happened during the COVID times or just around the COVID times, and that is the most latest thing around here. Yes. Connections is basically the whole motto or the whole goal behind it is that we want to bring lifestyle to every doorstep at a very affordable price. And I had these very good connects back home in India, and I decided that, I've been getting things for myself from India, that it was time to bring things here and be sure there that it is available to everyone. And that's exactly what we're doing. So we bring in dairy products, we bring in lifestyle products, and of late, we are adding a whole lot of new things there. We have a little shop, we have a physical shop at Juchiat Place. And it's just all very exciting, Ruby. I will love to welcome you all there very soon. We are already in action, but it's very slowly. We're building little features. We're making it very, very Indian, what exactly the name stands for, as in Kitchen Connections, connections back home. And in good time, we will get there. So a lot of things. There was a lot of learning, and it has been very brutal to me personally. COVID disrupted a lot of lives. I think it touched everyone's life in some way. Personally, when I lost my father to COVID, that was the biggest blow. The biggest blow for the fact that I wasn't there to pay my last respects or be there on his final journey. And I haven't still been able to go home. Uh, I hope to do that sometimes very soon. I have a home, which I run a home here, and it didn't make a lot of sense to leave everything and leave and go there. Also, this is something he told me in the month of May. He had called me up, and we were speaking, and as always, a man of wisdom, great wisdom and insight. He was a fighter pilot, so I think that was a lot of his training there. And he told me that these are warlike times, and he would want me to think about it before taking any step out of, be it an emotion or any step going forward. And in these warlike times, you stay home, you don't move around, and these are very unprecedented times. And if anything uncalled or unwarranted happened, he would want me to think and stay back and not run around. And I understand today what he meant. Very deep words. I thought, I mean, I was very upset with him that day when we spoke about it, but that was a lot of learning. You need to treat this pandemic as it is warlike times. We all forget about it, and um, we don't realize how bad it has been. Business wise, my business was totally disrupted. As you know, I ran the NRI bus or the bazaars. It was all about people. It was an event. My events platform totally fell apart.
Mhm.
So then came around, what do you do next? And that is how we decided about Kitchen Connections going live. We decided we will turn into an e-commerce portal, and we also decided we will ensure that delivery is done home in the most easy, simple manner. So the learning was that survival. That was the biggest learning, I think, during these COVID times. So it has been a brutal year, but it has been one full of learning, and the learning continues. I would think more than being proud, it has humbled me immensely, this whole journey. This whole journey of watching things happen and not being able to be there physically, acceptance. So I think I was more humbled in this whole pandemic, and the very fact, and a lot of gratitude, Ruby, a lot of gratitude, because even Kitchen Connections, it is not about just a business. It was a dream, a small little dream. And I think the success to it only came because a lot of people accepted it. People like yourself and many others gave me a chance, the acceptance. So I would say I am in deep gratitude. And I thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for this faith and this trust and that hope to keep going and keep doing better. Yes, we very slowly, but it's growing very slowly, but it's growing. So it's very humbling, and a lot of gratitude, Ruby, a lot of gratitude. Do a lot of things. One was a lot of planning, intense planning. It was about building the correct team. The kind of people you work with really matters. So we built a very strong team, a logistics team, a team wherein, they did all the backhand work and everything, because it was all about, we were behind the glass. And so I think a lot of planning. We invested heavily in a website, which is looked after by professionals. And we've been upgrading it every now and then. To think of the journey, I started the Google, it started with the Google documents, the Google Excel forms, and today it's a proper website. So yes, everything has been a training. It took a lot of time trying to understand the whole system, to digitalize the whole platform. I'm a very people's person, so it wasn't easy initially, but one learned to speak via the medium of Zoom, and like how we're doing it today. We were all initially meeting up, we were talking, and today now everything, all emotions, the whole feel is the world's still moving. We are all in our space, and I wouldn't say we are constrained anymore. We are all slowly going forward, and we've all learned how to live life and keep living it, even with all the things that are happening around us. Yeah, so there was a lot of learning. I had to get digitally smart. I am still not there. It's a very slow process for me, but yes, every day a new tip, a new way to learn and to go forward. I have a very simple message, something I live by. We live every day. So keep believing in yourselves. And dreams are like stars. This is my favorite quote unquote. Dreams are like stars. You may never get to touch them, but if you keep following them, they do help lead you to your destiny. So I wish you each the very, very best. Keep believing, keep punching, keep swimming, keep going forward. We are all there for each other. Without the people, my platform or my life would have been standstill. So it is, we are all there in this together. We are together in this pandemic, and we're going to come out of it together. This belonged to my grandmom, who was very petite and very small, much shorter than I am, or rather much shorter than me. So I put this border to it to bring it to my size and my length. And it's a chikankari sari. It's all hand done. So it's a, it has mukesh to it. And the embroidery is all hand done, and it's a very classic piece. I think chikankaris are very, very classic pieces, and they make a beautiful, it could be for a cocktail, for an evening, or for a night out, or a dinner, or just a normal, simple gupshup like me. That's my favorite drape. I always feel the drape makes you look, you just don't wear a drape. It makes you who you are. So it's an extension of me. So thank you again, Ruby. Ruby, you're a very special person. For the things you do very quietly, very silently. And I had said this earlier, very simply. So thank you again for being simply who you are. And to all your ladies, all of them, the lady ladies, thank you for everything that you have been a part of my life in every small and big way. It means a lot. And like I said, keep punching, keep believing.